In this episode, we're going to talk about opportunities. If you want more opportunities, do this one thing. Stay tuned. Many of us are looking for an opportunity to fall right in our laps. How great would that be? But unfortunately, I'm going to break your dreams and say it's not going to happen. You're not going to get any opportunities from a leprechaun or a genie. Now, bear with me. There's one thing you got to do, and before I share that thing with you, let me just ask you a question. How many of you know or are a kind of person that's been saying for years, someday I'm going to do blank? Now, maybe it's someday I'm going to lose weight, someday I'm going to chase and follow my dreams, maybe someday I'm going to leave this dead-end job for a better job. You've heard it before. Now, when you heard that someday, what are you thinking when you hear that? You're thinking, you know what? I heard it 10,000 times, you haven't done it, and that someday is going to be no day. Well, I'm here to tell you and inspire you that someday can be a real day if you do this one thing. If you got a dream, an aspiration that's burning in your heart, and you want to succeed as bad as you want to live, opportunities are going to come your way if you put in the work. Put in the work, do the time to better yourself. Don't stress. I have 3 things you can do to make your opportunities work and come to you much faster and quicker. Here are the 3 things you got to do. First, you got to make a sacrifice. You heard right, a sacrifice. Now, I'm not talking about the sacrifice of days of old where there's a burning altar and the flames are going higher and higher and higher, and they get some poor soul and they throw the person on the flame as a sacrifice to the gods of opportunity above for a magical moment. I'm talking, you're going to have to sacrifice who you are now for the kind of person you want to be in the future. You got to think like the phoenix. Now, the phoenix is an ancient story of an ancient bird. Now, this magical ancient bird was a bird of fire. And if it wanted to evolve, it would actually burn itself up and then come crashing down to the earth into a bed of ashes, which was its grave. And then within time, the ashes of grave would start sparking a little bit by a little bit. And then soon, out of the ashes, which was once its grave, becomes its birthplace, and it comes up flying high, even more powerful and more on point, and it's a beautiful, majestic bird. Now, some of us are going to have to sacrifice our procrastination. We got to get off the sidelines and get on the field of our dreams. Some of us are going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to sacrifice and destroy our procrastinations and become more reactive and proactive in getting the better habits on us working on our dreams. Now, you got to think like the caterpillar. The caterpillar has a dream of maybe flying and touching the skies, but it can't unless it does the work, puts the time developing itself. It surrounds itself with a cocoon. It gets rid of all the distractions around it. It works and develops itself. It changes its lot of little feet into like one giant leg for each side. It starts developing its wings. It starts developing a skill set, and within time, it breaks out of the cocoon and becomes a whole new animal or species. It becomes a butterfly. Now, opportunities are flying above. And you've got to be ready to grow those wings to reach those opportunities. Work on your skills, because those skill sets are the wings to your opportunities, which are just hovering just above your reach. Next is understand that pain is only temporary. You heard right. Pain is only temporary. We can go through the pain, the heat, and it's terrible, it's horrible, but remember that saying, what doesn't break us makes us better and stronger. Now, you've got to think of the diamond and the coal. Now, both have carbon properties, but the carbon properties of the coal are not heated, they're less pressure placed upon it, or very little, and it just sits there. And what happens to coal? When you light it, poof, eventually it goes up in smoke. But for diamonds, they're under extreme pressure. There's heat, more pressure, more heat, and what happens is it becomes almost indestructible. As well, it becomes more valuable. So if you're working your dreams, would you want to be the coal or the diamond to your dreams? Now, I get it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging, but you got to keep working. I want you to stay just a little bit longer in the heat, a little bit longer in the pressure, and you're going to emerge a diamond for your dreams. Next and final is excuses are cheap, execution is priceless. You heard right. Execution is priceless. What you have to do is, a lot of people are saying, I want to be successful, I want to be successful, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be so successful, have opportunities all around, overnight success, but that stuff doesn't happen, okay? True success is based on work. Successful people put the time in, they put in hundreds of hours, thousands of hours, working themselves, working the crafts, just like the caterpillar, keep working, grind their wings. And when we start using excuses, excuses are the anchors of defeat that just pull us down. They pull us down and we look above, we see opportunity floating, but we can't get up. Because why? The anchors of excuses are holding us down. I'm here to tell you that you got to shed those anchors. Stop the excuses. I get it. Things are hard. It's challenging. But you got to think, if your project is too big, think of the parable of the elephant. How do you eat an elephant? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. You got to take the time, take little bites and little bites, keep working yourself. Maybe it's nighttime, daytime, afternoon time, working consistently, working your dreams, keep building, keep growing. And eventually, they'll start stacking up and you can reach those opportunities because you've bettered yourself. Keep working, don't give up. People will tell you that you can't, and I'm telling you, yes, you can. This reminds me of a quote from Thomas Edison, and it goes like this. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. Thomas Edison. Now, I love that quote. It's fantastic, phenomenal. Now, I want you to share with me, what are you working on currently to better yourself so you can reach the opportunities of your dreams? If you found this video inspiring, motivating, I want you to like, subscribe, and share if you care. Now, yes, you can, and I know you can. And as I always say, keep moving forward and looking upwards. See you soon in the training room. Take care. Keep working those dreams.